Hey, ladies. Welcome to Black Women Making Money. We are the home of the upwardly mobile Black woman. If you hear a lot of noise in the back or some noise, that's because I'm not home. I'm in the streets tonight. There is a little festival that happens in my city, and I decided to come and hang out, but wanted to come and just talk about this topic tonight because it's so important. Turns out, as I was writing my notes, didn't have a lot to say about it because the truth is the truth with regards to the fact that you cannot live the American dream on average anymore. And it's very funny because right now we are in a political season. And everybody, as you're coming in, please hit the like button for me. Please share the stream. We're in a political season right now. And usually during any political season, but especially presidential politics, we always hear about the middle class. Got to bring back the middle class. The middle class is struggling. We're hearing it now more than ever. We're going to restore the middle class. Everybody should have the right to a home with a white picket fence and the 2.5 kids and a college education. And we all have the right to the American dream, right? Until somebody pulls out a piece of paper and a pen and a calculator and starts calculating the American dream. Then all of a sudden, when we look at the cost of the American dream, and then we look at the cost, the average American, what the average American makes, much less the average Black American, there's a faction of people online who'll say, hey, you know what? American dream is dead. No, the American dream is not dead. You just can't afford it. You cannot afford the American dream any longer if you are average. So, on this channel, when we talk about being upwardly mobile, when we talk about getting to $130,000 a year so you could be at the top 20% of income earners, when we talk about you having a net worth of $550,000, but I'm just going to take the salary right now. I did the calculations, and you have to be, at least you or you with a husband or family members that are living together, you have to be at 130 to live the American dream. It's got to happen. I actually pulled out the calculator, started calculating, found out the average of things, what things cost, and we're gonna talk about it tonight. We're gonna talk about it tonight. So everybody, please like the video, please share the stream. I want to say hello to Give Hugs. Just being nosy is saying, let's talk about this mess. This is a serious topic, just being nosy. Serious topic. We can be messy about it though. Yes, we can. Level Up Single Mom is in the building. And my dear Jessica gave me a super chat. Thank you so much, Jessica, saying happy Friday. So, look, I wrote some notes down. I'm hoping that StreamYard plays properly with my phone here, with my iPhone. But I'm going to try to toggle back and forth with regards to my notes because I want you to start off telling me what you think the American dream is. Yes, it's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, some stuff that some uh, people put on a sheet of paper. But if we're actually looking at the American dream and we think about it, what are some of the things that we believe are included in the American dream package? I need you all to write those things down for me because we're going to price out the American dream. At this point, I need 300K. You know, Jessica, I'm with you. I joined an industry. Became a mortgage loan officer at the beginning of the year. Top 10% of people are making $400,000 plus. That's my goal right now. Things are shaping up for me. Things are shaping up for me, but I'm with you. Like I need 300 after taxes to do the things that I want to do. I already said to you ladies that I am going to use 100 to live off of, 100 to pay off debt, and 100 to invest. So yeah, you're right, Jessica. We need about 300K, and that doesn't include taxes. So a home. Thank you so much, Level Up Single Mom. So a home. What else do we think we want or is included in the American dream, ladies? Absolutely a home. I looked earlier today, average home in Atlanta is about $415,000. If you live in DC, where I was for the longest time, you looking about 600,000. Some of you may be in lower cost Midwestern states, but look, a home, yeah, you spending anywhere from like just a regular, there are hardly any starter homes anymore, but just for a regular home, you're looking at about, honestly, with the rates at the way they are right now, about 3 grand a month. What else? DC is expensive. Hey, Kay, what else are we spending? What else is included in the American Dream? What else is included? Just being nosy is saying the American dream, not constantly thinking, worrying about money in every aspect of my life. I would agree with that. That takes resources though, and it takes cash flow, really. So I'm surprised you all didn't say a car, right? Average car. So average home, I did the numbers. Average home about $3,000 a month right now. If you buy in based on the rates, if you purchased and you locked in that 3% rate, I'm talking to so many homeowners right now. They're like, I'm not giving up my 3%. So now I have a lot of people buying a second home and they're renting out their first home at the 3% rate. But guess what? You got to have resources. You got to have coins to do that. So a car is the next thing, right? Average car note, 700 bucks. If you have a spouse or anything, that's 700 times two. Unless you're like me, I have a paid off car for now. I pay off my cars and I will drive these things so the wheels come off. Yours is 3.2. You probably hanging on to that rate for dear life, Kay. Level Up Single Mom is saying long vacations. Yeah, so we want vacations as well. A good vacation is gonna cost you about $4 or $5,000 a year, right? True Mystique is in the building. My mom refinanced and I thought she bought it down to 1%. Good for her. She look, your mom's probably gonna stay in that place until she dies. Boats, a second home. Yeah, I didn't even put boats in a second home and I'm just thinking the basic American dream, right? 1950s, 1960s American dream. Home ownership, you own a car, you get educated, meaning you have probably student loans. Average student loans right now, payment $300 a month. You, um, if you have health insurance, even if you have corporate health insurance, sometimes you have to pay for copays. Sometimes some of us have chronic illnesses or we have other medication that we have to take. That's a couple $100 a month. I wrote other things in here as well. I'm hoping that let me know if my StreamYard goes out, ladies. But I wrote down a couple other things. Sorry, ladies. I should be back on now. I should be back on now. So I know I can't like go to my notes. So I got to remember it all off the top of my head. Put it one in the chat if you can hear me again. But I was saying that if you want kids, I did the research. Average daycare for an infant, $12.50 a month. Average. If you want your kid to be someplace where they are getting a higher level of education, you're going to pay for it. Average kid these days costs $250,000 to raise. That's $1,200 a month, ladies. And I know there are some people out there saying it doesn't take that much money to raise a kid. If you are trying to raise upwardly mobile kids, it does. It does. We haven't gotten the food yet. How many of y'all been in the grocery store lately? You buy one bag of food, you spend $40. You wonder what happened, right? And we're talking about decent food, right? Thanks, ladies, for saying I'm back. Thank you. Thank you. We're talking about decent food, right? If you're buying food for three or four over the course of a month, even if you go into the grocery store and you are eating out, once or twice a week, not going crazy, how much money are you spending for that? $600, $800? If you're buying organic, even if you're not buying organic, you're just buying fruits, vegetables, and like decent food, right? True Mystique is saying no, she's retired and she said she wants nothing in her name. She wants essentially the government to pay for everything. I'm not a fan of that. Well, she probably has her reasons for wanting that. There are some people who, if you own assets, then the government won't pay for certain stuff. And baby boomers, they believe that the Uncle Sam owes them. Let's just say that. So when I did the total calculations of the American dream, when I looked at the price of a house, um, a car, if you're going to have a car note, student debt, student loan, about $300 a month, because we want to be educated, right? Um, I looked at daycare or childcare or raising a child. Actually, I did like 1.5 children. I put in food, I put in vacation, entertainment, spending money, all of that. How much do you think the American dream costs today? And I had to include taxes in there as well. How much do you think the American dream costs today? I'll give y'all a chance to put some guesses in there. When I calculated the American dream, I can tell you it ain't average. How much does the American dream cost today? I want to see some of your guesses. Jessica's going for 300,000, but how much does the American dream cost? And the truth is, all of us deserve to have the American dream. The question is, are we going to get to the top 20% in order to get the American dream? I'm still waiting for your StreamYard must be slow. I'm waiting for your comments to come in. Today 300K, next year 400K. 130 to 150. Yeah, look, just being nosy, you were close to right. When I put in the American dream cost, it was without taxes $98,000 without taxes. 98,000 a year. So yeah, by the time you add on taxes, yeah, you're saying 175. Yeah. Yeah. 175, 130. I think my number ended up being about 120. But yeah, and I didn't even include everything, right? So then let's say you're saying, really, I should be living the American dream, but I'm not feeling it. Here's the thing, Jessica. There are a lot of articles in Business Insider these days of people who are saying they are making six figures a year and they are living paycheck to paycheck. What I told you the American dream was, that's a paycheck to paycheck thing. I didn't include retirement. I didn't include stacking a whole bunch of savings in there, etc. So the average Black American, 2021, the average Black household brought in $46,000. Now, I believe a lot of Black people are making money under the table. I think we braiding hair. I think we selling incense. I think we're doing other things on the side. Not necessarily illegal, just, we have other ways of getting money through the door. But the average, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, is $46,000 in 2021, average Black household. So somebody tell me how we're going to be average and live the American dream. Impossible. Can't happen. So that's why on this channel, when I am continuously talking about getting your technical skills together, your soft skills, your multicultural networks, and pulling your resources together, this is why. This is why. Because you cannot be average and live the American dream. And if we want to be comfortable, because I believe for me, the American dream is comfort. I want to be comfortable. If you want to be comfortable, this is what it's going to cost. This is what it's going to cost. It is going to cost you $120,000 to $130,000 minimum to live the American dream. And the question is, are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to do what it takes? On Sunday, I'm going to have a show about why is everybody trying to distract upwardly mobile Black women? Why are people trying to distract us? They're trying to distract us with bus driver gate, right? They're trying to distract us with what else was happening this week? What is this dumb thing that Ebony said? Oh, about getting your MRS degree. It wasn't totally bad advice. It was just lacking, right? They're trying to distract us. Tyler Perry's trying to distract us with the man who can only pay the light bill, right? And we have to ask ourselves, why? Why are so many people trying to distract us? And what are we going to do about it? I'm throwing the link in if anybody wants to come up and chat about this topic, about the fact that the American dream is no longer for the middle class. You got to be upper middle class, upwardly mobile in order to get the American dream. We may fight it. The politicians, they are talking about it, but they really don't care. They're going to do what they do. But the only way that you and your family is going to be able to live the American dream, unless you already own your own home and have had it for many years, and your family set money aside for you to go to college and all of that. If you have that, great. I was very fortunate. I grew up in a middle class family in the 1980s. I'm fortunate. But any young lady today who is growing up either in poverty or working class, this is what's going to take. This is what's going to take. And letting these people distract us, distract you from what you need to do in your career and in your business, it's a fool's errand. So I will give you all another minute or so if you want to come up. Other than that, tonight was super quick. Next time, if I am out, I'm sorry, if I am in the house, then of course I'll be able to do like a screen share. But yeah, okay, degree gate. Yeah. Degree gate, the MRS. But guess what? True Mystique. Let's flip this. One of the things we've talked about is the fact that there's going to come a time when we are going to be locked out of a lot of opportunities. So degree gate is going to potentially come back and bite us in the butt if we are not focused on our skills, right? It's essential. It's essential. Y'all, I hope y'all are liking the video. Please like the video. Please share the live stream. Know that the cost of the American dream is at least 120. I would suggest you get 150, 160 to be on the safe side. Hook up with Tam at Women at Linux. She's talking about 2 to 300,000. Get into sales, ladies. Tech sales is a great place to be. You can get into any kind of sales. Again, I'm a mortgage loan officer. If I do my job right, I should be at 300 plus. If you're looking at starting your own business, then do that. Find something that is lucrative, that is going to pay you well. Stack your coins. I'm going to switch the topic here for a second. I was watching some of the news about the Black people now are starting to raise hell about the immigrants in Chicago, in New York, etc. I think people are finally realizing um, that not only are they being replaced, but that the immigrants are set to surpass. When I say the immigrants, I mean from the southern border, are set to surpass Black people in the next 10 to 20 years. So I don't know if you all have seen that. The immigrants are coming to live the American dream. The immigrants are coming here to compete. I don't hate the immigrants. I admire their hustle. I don't believe they should be here. Um, I don't believe that they should be here illegally. I think we need to close our borders. But yeah, y'all put a two in the chat if you can see the StreamYard link. I just want to make sure you all can see it if anybody wants to come up. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap up the show. I really just want to come and talk a little bit about the American dream. But put a two in the chat if you can see the StreamYard link. I just want to make sure that I have done it correctly and that you all know you can come up. Other than that, your girl is going to call it a Friday. Go enjoy herself. Y'all can see. Y'all can see the good. Y'all can see the StreamYard link. Good. Okay. So that is it for me. That's it for me. I just want to come give y'all the price tag. If you are interested in getting married to a man and he doesn't know the price tag of the American dream, you could tell him that Cherie told you the price tag of the American dream, because it's going to get even more expensive as well, ladies. And if you are not in a position, if you are not in a position to truly be upwardly mobile, then you are ultimately most likely going to become part of the permanent underclass. And I don't want that for you. I want you to have choices. And the only way to have choices is to select the right career option or get the right skill, use it, promote it, get the right networks of people around you. Hey, first name, last name. Get the right people around you, get the right skills, get the right technical skills, get the right communication, the right networking, the right conflict resolution, all of that. Yes, please. And please get skills. Please get the right skills. Please promote the skills that you have. Promote yourself. Let people know what you do well by what you do as well as what you say. Be somebody who always, always has access to multiple opportunities. Just being knows saying my household makes enough, I think a lot of your viewers do. Yeah, you probably do. I want you, anybody who doesn't, I need you to be up to par. And anybody who does, I want you to even reach even higher. Don't stop. Don't stop. Miss Franny Pants is in the house saying, checking up, y'all. I'm in Atlanta and 450 is about right for a regular little house. Yeah, yeah, those are starter houses. And these politicians, and let me say this as well, housing prices are not going to go down. There are about 50 million, I think the number is 50 million. It's either 40 million or 50 million millennials who are in the market to buy their first houses over the next 2 to 3 years as rates start to come down. Housing prices are not going to go down. In fact, a lot of people believe they are going to go up. TGIF, get you some wine. Thank you, Shar. You have to have tech and people skills. And when I say technical skills, I don't just mean technology, ladies. I mean any skill that you need to do your job really well. If you're a phlebotomist, it is your ability to draw blood. If you are a mortgage loan officer, then like I am, it is your ability to give an effective loan consultation. That has nothing to do with technology. For some of you, or if you are in tech, then yes, you need to know tech. But technical skills is what it takes to do your job in your career really, really well, top 10%. And you got to have people skills. Absolutely. Absolutely. Some of you need to get out, go to networking events, go to associations. We've had our Zoom meetings about this. But the American dream is no longer a right. We have the right now to, clean drinking water and, clean air, hopefully. But the American dream is no longer a right. You do not have the right to a house. You do not have the right to a good school, depending on where you live, what city you live in, whether it's Baltimore, whether it's certain other cities where young, especially Black kids, are unable to do math and reading. They're telling us we do not have a right to education. We don't have a right to a job. So the American dream, 120 minimum, that's the cost. That's the cost. So with that, ladies, again, I'm headed out. I'm going to go to this little Friday festival that we have going on in our city. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button on the way out. Take care. Bye.